Another Throwback Thursday here on Dakota News Now. Joining me is Lori Kent with the Localoo podcast. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. I hear congratulations are in order that you're going to be dancing the night away.
I am. I didn't even talk
excited.
about that yet. I am
excited.
Dancing with the Sioux Falls Stars.
That's you.
I'm very nervous. I'm not a
do
dancer, you guys, so I am a little bit nervous for this. So
You've got this. You've got the pizzazz. You're going to be fantastic. I can't wait.
I have a great partner, so hopefully I told him, it's going to be a lot of work, but I'm willing to put in the work for it. I think
Absolutely.
it'll be great. Yeah, we're going to dance the night away. Are you going to come watch, Lori?
Oh, for sure.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Then we can talk about it in debrief if I
That's
trip
right.
or something.
I mean, it's a
That'd be
historical
great.
moment. I should be there for it.
I love it. I love it. Well, what are we talking about history-wise today?
Yeah, we're kind of going to wrap up this whole Fort Dakota thing. So Fort Dakota was only in Sioux Falls for 4 years, and it was during the time that Sioux Falls wasn't really Sioux Falls anymore. We'd been abandoned, and so this fort comes to sort of fortify our area, make sure it's safe for settlers. And so for 4 years, from 1865 until it's decommissioned in 1869, we have soldiers here, and those soldiers are here to protect, I guess. But what's interesting is in those 4 years, 4 soldiers do die. But what do they die of? Well, we have a historical marker that tells us about it. This historical marker is actually located in Mount Pleasant Cemetery, which is interesting because that's not where they were buried. So let's get there. But it's 4 different soldiers. One of them died of dysentery, one of them died of tuberculosis, one of them died by drowning, and another one died in a blizzard. So not fighting Native Americans, none of that occurred during those 4 years. So it was interesting that they came here to sort of protect the area from wild people. That wasn't what happened. They protected themselves from wild elements. The prairie is what's wild. The prairie is what got them. And so these are all Civil War soldiers that are then coming here to South Dakota. And so it's another unfortunate layer to this, right? They don't get to go home. And so when they died, they're buried up in the Cathedral District. Well, that's what it is now. At the time, it was just a beautiful hill overlooking Sioux Falls. And so they're buried there, which is all well and dandy until about 1881 when the rich people were like, I sure would love to have a house here. So that's when they get dug up and they are relocated to Mount Pleasant Cemetery. That's where their headstones are. That's where this historical marker is. And honestly, historical markers and headstones are kind of all that's left of Fort Dakota. We don't really have any vestiges of it outside of that. So it's another piece that's really exciting that we get to talk about it and make sure people remember Fort Dakota, the soldiers that died here, and how it honestly was the beginning of the Sioux Falls that we know today.
Wow, so crazy. Just the history there.
Yes.
And kind of the unknown too.
And it's so, again, I just feel for their families that these 4 soldiers kind of died for nothing.
Yeah.
They really weren't in battle. They were just
The
living.
natural elements too back then, they really were just awful.
Absolutely. Now we have amazing meteorologists
Yes.
that let us know things are happening. Like the person that died in a blizzard would not have died in a blizzard.
If Lexi was there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
For sure. And just, also just having that community is just, and building Sioux Falls is so interesting as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Do you have a podcast on this?
There will be a 2-parter coming out that talks about the soldiers of Fort Dakota and the Fort Dakota Barracks.
Awesome. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
Stick around. We have more after the break.